guys, it's Monday. Well, it's almost Tuesday, about half hour or two, but I did write a story. It took me a little time, but I wrote a story about the five of us, and I think it's pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm gonna post it later on Tumblr, so if you guys want to read it later, then you can. Because I'm probably gonna mess up because this is in one take because I left my laptop at my dad's and this is on my iPod, which is why the quality is kind of shit and kind of shaky, and my arm might give out halfway through, but let's hope for the best. So let's go. I wrote this in a note just on my phone, so I'm just going to read it from here. Okay. Long ago, in a far-off land, stood 5 statues. These statues were beautiful 5 young ladies no older than 16. They were posed together, apparently laughing and clutching each other's shoulders like they were best friends. Each of these girls had a name as well. From left to right, they were Stella, Kelly, Colleen, Itzel, and Vicky. They each wore a t-shirt with the day of the week engraved onto the front. It soon became apparent that these statues were not ordinary statues. Every week, on their respective day, each girl would become real. So, that next Monday, as the sun rose, Stella fell from her frozen position. She slowly looked around her, and then to her friends. She gasped and stepped back. She then felt something beneath her shoe. It was an old, wrinkled, and yellowing paper. On it was a note, which read, "In the event of the waking, go to the castle. Signed, Grace." Stella was confused. What castle? She thought to herself. Then, spinning around, she saw it, a bright and shining palace with spires growing upward for as far as she could see. She knew what she had to do. She worked all day to fashion a cart, made of rocks, sticks, logs, vines, whatever she could find until dusk. Suddenly, she couldn't move her feet as the sun was setting. She quickly grabbed the note and threw it to where the other girls were standing. It hit Kelly's chest and fell to her feet. Once the sun had set, Stella had become stone again. When the sun rose on Tuesday morning, Kelly awoke from her statue state. Although confused and a little wobbly at first, she found her balance and soon found the small paper at her feet. After reading the note and seeing Stella frozen in a throwing stance, she had a feeling of what she had to do. She worked all day, getting the stone girls onto the cart. At dusk, she froze. On Wednesday, it was Colleen who awoke. She found herself laying down, slightly stiff and cold, surrounded by her stone friends. She looked down at herself and wiggled her toes, only to find the slip of paper resting on her stomach. She read it, and she almost immediately knew what she had to do. She hoisted the statued Kelly into the cart and set off down the dirt road towards the sparkling castle. She was not expecting to be frozen when dusk hit, and she was frightened. She was determined to keep moving, but she was frozen nevertheless. On Thursday, it was Itzel who awoke, found the note, and continued the journey through the day for the sake of her friends. She got them the farthest and the closest to the castle, and when night fell, she as well froze. Friday morning came, and Vicky awoke. Without even seeing the note, she jumped out of the cart and trudged to the gates of the palace. All at once, the other 4 girls awoke. They were no longer subjected to being statues, and lived peacefully in the palace for the rest of their lives. Yeah, I'm a fan of it. I like it. I'm going to put it up later for you to read if you would like to, again and again and again, forever and ever. And that's really about it. I finished this right on time. I'm going to make an actual video next week because I will have my laptop. I am sure of it, and I will plan this better. You girls all looked very lovely last week. I loved seeing you dress up all fancy-like. I was the fanciest, I'm sorry to say. And if you want to go back to my last week video, you can do that and like it because you have all of this week to vote, and then I will announce the winner next Monday. And even if it is not me, I will be proud of you, but let's face it, it's going to be me, so sorry. That's it, really. Girls, I hope you had a lovely Monday, and Kelly, I will see you tomorrow. Bye! Yeah.